Welcome to the Cinema Shitshow. It's these two idiots again. Hope your mom's not listening.
No, everybody's free to talk. Nobody has to shush. Because we haven't officially started yet. I was like, I'm not even prepared yet. But
so I can break into song and it's perfectly fine.
What do you? I can harmonize if I know what you're saying.
The only thing I've got is sometimes I'm James Bond. Sometimes I'm Billy the Kid.
My favorite was when he holds up the bra and he's like, looking for clues.
She did it. She had boobs.
Well, we didn't see any, unfortunately. So
No.
You picked the one 80s horror movie that doesn't have boobs in it,
right?
I was like, every time there was the one scene where she's wearing that like brown, like almost like a tube top, and she kept like bending down, and it looked like it was gonna like, and then nothing, and I was just like, wow.
Okay, well, for fuck's sake, it's like we've already started. Not my intention, but here we go. So here we are. It's the fucking shit show. Ben's got a pretzel with mustard. So
I got my M&Ms. We're good to go.
Nobody knows who you are. Yeah, it's a mystery. All right, so we've got
to get Sherlock Holmes to solve it.
So we've got Ben masticating over there.
Oh God, that sounds
Thank you
dirty.
for being here, sir. And then we also have a guest. We've got Movie Miss joining us from the podcast Let's Talk Turkeys. And apparently they've started a Patreon because you guys have been doing this how long? Like what, 3 years?
We are wrapping up season 3 this month. Yes, in December.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
That's awesome.
Thanks. We try.
So if you enjoy supporting, I don't know what to call podcasters. Are we independent artists? Could we call ourselves that? I don't know.
Sure.
Okay. If you like to support independent artists, then you can find them at patreon.com/Let's Talk Turkeys. And one more promotion, because we're all about shout outs here. You also have an OnlyFans.
I do. I just started my OnlyFans, and it's at Movie Miss, same as my Instagram, where you can also find me if you need the link. And it's a lot of fun. I've only been doing it a short while, but it's a lot of fun.
Is it a foot thing? Is it feet?
It's a dealer's choice. Message me and we'll go from there.
Oh, okay.
God.
I say it could be a Quentin Tarantino favorite. I don't know.
Right.
Now, Ben, I have to tell you, I was given a specific instruction before I started this. Mm-hmm. I have to edit out of the podcast any mentions of urination or defecation needs by Movie Miss. Apparently,
just doing that now, you have to cut that out too.
I'm not cutting it out.
Wait. What? Wait.
You're brutal.
Was this a joke or are you serious?
It's a joke.
Oh,
it's a joke. But if you see any weird or hear any weird edits, then who knows? I am so sorry.
Fuck off. I'm a lady.
Ladies don't pee. Ladies don't fart. Ladies don't defecate. Ladies don't do any of that stuff. They retain
Maybe I'm not a lady.
and they filter it within their own bodies. That's how they're
Wow.
able to feed babies.
I think you're from the same.
Wow.
You're from the same planet that the guy that wrote this movie is from. You're
Yeah, I think so.
delusional.
Women are
Wow.
self-sustaining.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yes, we're all
Well,
here.
They
Yes.
are self-sustaining. They don't need men to survive. So there's that.
Well, this is true. We are here to talk about a movie. Ben, we watched a movie. What movie did we watch?
We watched Monster Dog from 1984 with Alice Cooper.
Oh,
Now,
Ben.
my thing said 86. Are you sure?
Is it 80? Is it 84?
It was the year before Prince of Darkness. I made a note of that.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
well,
it was
yeah,
filmed
from 1986.
All right. Bend over. Here comes SWAT number 1. Ben, you're going to rack him up.
Lord, dude. Is that written in your notes, or are you just trying to bullshit from your brain?
No, I swear to God. It's what it says on IMDb. It's from 1997, and it's called Monster Dawn.
Wow, then I watched the wrong movie.
No shit. So it was filmed in 85, and it was released in 86.
Okay.
It didn't have a theatrical release. It was straight to video here in the States. It did kind of release theatrically, I think, overseas and like for a limited amount of time. But yeah, here in the States, we got it on VHS. Beautiful. Now, did you guys notice? No, wait, hold on. Before I move on, Miss.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. It's been quite a fucking chaotic shit show so far.
I expect no less.
Oh God.
Would you like to? Would you like to do like a quick summary of the plot of Monster Dog for us, please?
Okay. Yes, and actually, I will note when we recorded Friday the 13th, Nix, for my show, I, as you pointed out, was not as prepared as I should have been. But tonight, sir, I am ready. So, Monster Dog. I pose to you this. Is this a movie about a rock star making a music video? Or is it a movie about a man reconnecting with his roots and reconciling with his blood past? Or is it about a werewolf curse? Nay, it might be about a pack of monster dogs. The answer to all of these questions is yes. It is all of these things and then some.
Wow.
Absolutely.
It was a fucking delight. I watched it twice.
I'm always happy to introduce joy into other people's lives.
We watched it last night, and no, not last night. The night before.
When's what was it? Tuesday.
Tuesday night.
How do weeks work?
Dude, I'm not even gonna get into it. My week has been insane. Actually, my whole last month has been insane. I laughed so hard at this movie. It is so nonsensical, and I don't think that they actually had a script for this movie because it's just all over the place.
So the inspiration for this movie, apparently, the guy that wrote it was taking his inspiration, he and his wife, from American Werewolf in London and The Howling. So he basically looked at the porterhouse of werewolf movies and gave us a medium rare hamburger patty.
Wow.
Now, the funny thing is, once I figured out who the director was, because he goes by Clyde Anderson in the credits, a very American-sounding name, but it turns out it's actually Claudio Fragasso, the genius who brought us Troll 2. And if you know anything about the making of Troll 2, you know that he made the actors stick exactly to the dialogue in the script. He didn't allow them to change anything. So, especially, you notice they always call the van a wagon. They call it a wagon. Yeah. So it's like, I could just imagine Claudio Fragasso forcing everyone to do these things. exactly as it's written.
So the fact that you bring that up, I have a question. Now, did you guys notice they obviously filmed this, I would think, in Spain because everybody is speaking
Yes.
Spanish. Okay. Everyone's
Yeah.
speaking Spanish except for like two people, Alice Cooper and somebody else. If you watch their mouth, they're clearly saying the right words. And everyone else is Spanish and dubbed. So what I was wondering was, do you guys know, does Alice Cooper speak Spanish? Like, does he understand Spanish? Like, how would he know when she's speaking to him what she's saying half the time?
I mean, you just learn your lines and learn when to
Yeah.
respond after. I don't know that he knew Spanish or not.
I just thought that was crazy because she's clearly speaking Spanish to him, and his voice is dubbed. Alice Cooper,
Oh
some
yeah.
Ted, somebody like
Um,
does his lines, and I was like, "What the hell?"
yeah, he's a guy that's been doing voiceovers forever. As I looked him, I was like, is there anything anybody would know him from? And not really, but
Okay.
that he'd pretty much been doing that forever. But yeah, you could tell as soon as it starts, nobody is speaking and being recorded with a microphone on set.
What I don't understand is why would you hire Alice Cooper and then not use his voice? Like,
Was he singing the whole time? I mean,
well, I mean, no, but like, it's clearly not him.
Right.
I don't know. But after, I mean, I love Troll 2. It's probably one of my all-time favorite, like, B films. And, I mean, I don't think I knew that when I watched it, but it makes a lot more sense. The movie makes a lot more sense to me now.
It never made sense to me, so that's
Well,
good.
no, I mean, like, it makes sense that it doesn't make sense, I guess I should say. So,
Right,
yeah.
right.
well, the whole apparently the whole reason that Alice Cooper took this role was he had just, I guess, gone through rehab and completely quit like drinking, and so he's completely sober. And he was like, I need to do something to remind me what it's like to, work like a normal person. And so he's like, I'll do one of these. And so that's kind of why he did it.
And he wrote the two songs for the film that he sings.
Yeah, with not his normal band. Yeah, and the two songs, what do we got? We got Identity Crises.
It's my favorite new song.
Me too. I've been waking up singing it in the morning for the past 3
Yes.
days. And then the other one is See Me in the Mirror.
Which I honestly kind of like that one, if we're being real. It's not bad.
Now there is a song. I don't agree with you, but there is a song. It's better than Identity Crisis. There's a song that plays before See Me in the Mirror, which actually sounds kind of cool once it gets going and stuff. There's like lyrics and stuff, and I don't believe this is Alice Cooper. It's not listed in the credits, and I ran out of time for research, so I didn't figure out who it was.
There is a fucking soundtrack for this movie that you can actually buy. So
are you talking about the
it's all on there?
Are you talking about the vinyl single 7-inch?
I just know there's a soundtrack. The wiki said, "Here's everything on the soundtrack," and I thought, "What the hell?" Okay,
well,
who bought that?
Well, okay, hold on.
I'm trying to buy it.
We are actively trying to track down this vinyl single that was put out with both those songs.
Holy shit!
But it was on a a box set of Alice Cooper stuff, like four. There were like 4 discs, and disc 3 has both songs on there. But I don't know about that other song.
The 1999 album, The Life and Crimes of Alice Cooper, does have the 2 songs from this movie. Yeah, but yeah, not the other stuff.
But I want the 7-inch with the picture from the movie. I need to have that in my life.
I want the vinyl. There were only 100 of them, according to what we found.
Holy shit!
Yeah, we checked like eBay, and I went digging, and we could not find anyone selling any of them anywhere. But we did find pictures of them. Oh wow!
So if anybody out there knows how to track down this 7-inch, get a hold of me. I will make it worth your while.
Also, if you have any placenta or Send those his way too. Just whatever you got, Ben will take it.
Some
Just like his
extremely
mom.
large fetuses. Oh God.
Got it out of the way at the beginning, buddy.
Yeah, we got it out of the way. Okay, we can move on now.
One thing that surprised me, because this is the first time for both of you guys. This is the second watch for me. Back in the 1700s when I was growing up and VHS was just starting to get popular, we had free reign of the video store, and they had the big box of Monster Dog there, like those huge VHS boxes with the awesome artwork and all that. And I rented that, and didn't really enjoy the movie, but I thought it was that was kind of funny.
Well, the box art promises what you don't get. It promises a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They fake it. They fake it at the end. With their, $2 Halloween mask they went and bought. So I had seen it as a very young child, and this was fucking hilarious. It's terrible. So, oh my God, what was I gonna say? Jesus Christ. When we started watching it, there's somebody in the credits called Charlie Bravo, and Ben was like, "There's no way that's somebody's real name." Right?
Isn't that like the letters that they use like in the military? Like Charlie Bravo is CB.
Well, Greg Brady went by Johnny Bravo. I mean, you got to have a stage name. You got to have a stage name, right?
Oh man, I need to track this Charlie Bravo guy down. We have to interview this guy.
The best.
What was going on in your life, sir, at this moment that you said yes
to this movie? Oh God,
what crises were you having?
So, all right. So, movie starts. We get our credits, which I know you don't like credits that just play over nothing, and I agree.
For fuck's sake, we get literally, I timed it, 41 seconds of solid dead screen with just music before anything even happens. What they had to pad the hell out of the runtime on this bitch. It comes in at like an hour 24 with credits.
All right.
Apparently there was a longer cut, and they cut out like 30 minutes of footage or something.
Oh my God, Hollywood. Severin, Shout Factory, get on this. We need the director's cut of Monster Dog. I will pay top dollar.
Well, there is a slightly longer cut that you can get from Japan. It was on Japanese Laserdisc, I think, but it's only 4 minutes, and there's some different takes of dialogue, and there's some little snippets of scenes that were not in there. It's not anything major. Like, you're not gonna get more Monster. That ain't gonna fucking happen. But like,
I'd be okay with that. Need more Monster.
No,
less would be better. Actually, let's cut that out.
Did
oh man,
did anybody feel like it seemed like at the last minute they added in that whole like werewolf thing, and originally it was just supposed to be a bunch of like dogs running around?
That pack of dogs looked like they came from the rescue down the street. They did not look vicious in any way.
They were all good boys, I must say.
So we had to have the werewolf for some oomph and some impact at the end.
Well, so look, I had to take so many notes on this fucking movie because it's like one of those where like I remember a bunch of shit happened. I can't remember what order it went in or if it even really happened.
Right.
But I know I watched it.
Dude, I got you. I took pages of notes. This movie was a fucking delight. When you said the werewolf thing at the end, I was so glad you said the end, because in the middle, when there's that dream sequence, the one girl's having, and she goes in and he's sitting with his back to her in the chair, and then he jumps up, and it looks like they took a brown bath mat and cut holes for the eyes and just held it up to his face. It's not menacing in any way.
No.
All right, trying again. Movie starts out
with the pod people, kids in the van driving through the woods.
No, we don't. No, we start out with the music video for Identity Crises.
Shit, you're right. Did you realize that they pad the front and the back of the movie with that?
Yes, the same video twice.
It's so fucking brilliant.
Well, at the end, they intercut it with all of the best scenes from the movie, so, you know.
That was hysterical. Just in case we forgot what we just watched.
Yeah, I've never seen a montage of, like, the greatest stuff, the movie that you're literally watching as we're watching it.
They aren't even shots of the greatest. One was just a cop's face.
Like a sitcom, you know, at the beginning where they all stop and smile.
Any sitcom, they all like stop and they're like,
It's the credits I needed at the end.
oh god,
Oh.
I really want a director's cut of this movie now. I need to see.
So start out with the music video for Identity Crises, and it's Vincent. What's his name? Vincent what?
Raven is what's on the license
Vincent
plate.
Raven,
but
yes.
that's not his last name. What they call him later.
No, that's not his legal name. That's his rock star.
It's not
name.
his Christian name, right?
Yes. So, and it is like sometimes I feel like James Bond. Sometimes I feel like Billy the Kid. Sometimes I feel like Sherlock Holmes. Sometimes I feel like Jack the Ripper. Is that a good Alice Cooper? Did I do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, God. So during this movie, we were watching it, and like anytime something would come on, I would start singing, like, you know, "No More Mr. Nice Guy." Or
Yeah, we ain't getting none of that shit here.
Did you notice though that the lyrics of this song parallel our fair hero throughout this motion picture?
I do not.
James Bond, the girl that loves him, and he's got that gun at the end. Billy the Kid, he's shooting the fucking place up in the finale.
Oh.
Sherlock Holmes, he's looking for clues to figure out what's going on with the dogs.
Yeah.
And Jack the Ripper, at the end, he's cold-blooded, blows a guy's fucking head off. And the cops don't like him. He's breaking the law. Like, this song mirrors his journey in this movie. You're welcome.
Wow, I did not pick up on that. That is impressive.
I don't think anybody that wrote or directed it picked up on that either.
This movie's so deep, you guys.
Yeah. It's deep, all right.
Oh, layers. It's got layers.
Yes, layers.
So it's the greatest bullshit music video you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, God.
Alice Cooper's not wearing makeup or anything. He's dressed up in all these costumes, and he just looks like a big nerd.
He reminded me in the car when they do the profile of a young Luke Wilson. Owen's brother. Yeah.
Yeah?
I thought so. Yeah.
Okay.
Ben's got his mouth full, but he's still going to talk. So here he goes.
The entire time, I kept saying he reminded me of Michael Scott from The Office.
Yeah.
Did you notice that at all? Because I'm telling you, it's Steve Carell.
I could see that.
I just kept picturing Michael Scott and doing all these scenes, like in, you know, from like his
like his threat level midnight movie.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Oh God, it's so good.
No.
So it turns out that these they've been watching the video in their van. They have like a video system set up, like a TV and a VCR, all in the front seat. So he's been watching. Wasn't he driving?
Yep.
Too. So
wildly unsafe.
No, well, of course we didn't have those laws in place at that point. You know, the no screen laws. So yeah, and he hates it too, much like us. He thinks it's terrible. But anyway, he and his groupies band. I don't even think they're his band. They're just like a video crew. Yeah, they're traveling in their awesome rock star van, as many '80s movies did back in the day. They all had to go travel to remote locations in order to work on their music or whatever, and then shenanigans ensue. Good Lord. And in this case, he's returning home. This is actually his home where he came from. Oh, and he can't wait to see Joss. Oh, that old guy.
The caretaker, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So who was it? Was it him? I think it was, who makes the fucking rude joke about he's so old that he shakes, and somebody says he can make us malts. Put it in his hand and he can make us some malts.
What?
I was like, what the fuck did he just say? I was crying, you guys.
I missed that. I did not hear that. That's great.
It was so brutal.
That's awesome.
So we get a great shot of Joss finishing up making his world-renowned dry white bread sandwiches. Some with no crusts and some with crusts. And then he places them in the refrigerator where they'll be sure to get more dry.
Those are like the sandwiches.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I always notice food in movies, and that's exactly what I thought too. I thought, who's going to eat those dry ass sandwiches?
Those are the kind that you like put in your mouth, and like the bread just like sticks on the roof of your mouth, and you just have like a mouthful of mush.
You have to dunk it first before you eat it.
Yeah. Did you notice all of the product placements in the kitchen?
I noticed a bag of chips, but that was it.
There was Ruffles. There was Peter Pan peanut butter. There was Dr. Pepper. There was Pepsi. There was 7-Up. We noticed something else too, didn't we? There was like crazy amounts of like product placement.
Yeah, but I did not write that down.
Do you think that was paid product placement, or they were just like, this is what we have from the store. Let's just use it.
No, I'm pretty sure that the director of Troll 2 was not getting product placement money.
I don't think I saw any thanks to in the credits, but I could be wrong. All right, so Joss has made his famous dry sandwiches, and he hears rustling according to the subtitles. Rustling. So he's been in this large empty mansion that's mostly abandoned for how long? How many years? 20 years now? Yep. This is the first time he's heard rustling, so he's concerned.
Well, it was suspect rustling. See, so slightly different.
Oh God, that's so good.
Know your differences there.
There's like a scale of rustling. Non-concerning, very concerning wrestling up at the top.
Exactly.
And it turns out the door is flapping open and back and forth, and he closes it, and then he goes outside, and there's where we see our first, not monster dogs, just dogs. And there's like Doberman Pinschers and other, like, dogs that
German
Shepherds, and then there's a fucking Scottish Terrier.
And they were so fucking cute.
Like a Scottish Terrier is the like least threatening dog of all time.
He's the holy grail rabbit of the bunch. He's gonna come at him with fangs.
Oh God! We were dying when we saw that. We were like, "Oh God!" It's like you said. They literally went to a shelter and were just like, "We'll take all of your dogs."
I don't know if they had the budget for that, but
yeah.
Well, he's the quiet one, but he's really the ringleader. What you never suspect. So now we continue with our rock band, and they're like, they get to a roadblock by the police. The police. And
they do not like him, boy.
Yeah, they do. What are you talking about? You are mismatching the sheriff and the deputy with the locals, because, okay, hold on. So they go, another one. So they've been through one roadblock already. What the fuck is going on? Apparently it's because there have been dog attacks, even though Vincent / Alice Cooper hasn't been there yet. He's just arriving. But he gets out and he's like, here's my thing. I own the van and all that. And then the deputy's like, oh, you're Vincent. What's his fucking name? Vincent
like
Dawn? No.
Robinson or something weird. It's
Vincent.
not. Yeah.
No, he calls him by his rock and roll name.
Raven.
Vincent Raven.
Raven.
And he goes,
Raven, yeah.
oh, yeah. Oh, I know your music. And then the sheriff's like, well, if you grew up here, you better remember me, boy. And Vincent's like, yeah, I used to sit on your lap and piss all over your pants. And the sheriff's like, ha, 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 that's true. You were always full of liquid.
That's true. You got me.
That was so awkward.
Well, they know he was a friend of the family, obviously. I don't know where you guys are getting there that the cops didn't like them.
It was the condescending tone, I think.
Yeah, for me, it came across that he didn't like him.
Thank you.
You guys are insane. You guys are insane. That's just great. Listen to the words coming out of their mouth and not the way they say it.
Shit in a dubbed movie. That's so true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Right? Yeah. Did you notice, too, I liked Vincent Raven, like a nod to Vincent Price and The Raven, which he was in.
Oh, fuck, that reminds me of something. Oh, my God. Why did you bring that up?
I'm all over it, y'all. Movie miss. I should know these things.
Jesus Christ.
Now we're going to go off on some tangent about
there was something. Oh,
back
my
in
God.
1937 when I was 5 years old.
No. What?
My mom took me to the drive-in movie theater and we saw Triple.
I had a great childhood. Thank you. I mean,
yeah.
You're just jealous.
You saw a woman give birth to a full-grown human man when you were way too young.
Yes,
that explains so much right now.
Explains so much about him. We were talking while you're looking. I'm gonna tell the story. I was talking about this movie Gozu, who's Takashi Miike, and I was like, yeah, I love that movie. It's crazy. It has this scene where this woman gives birth to this full-size man, and he goes, "When I was a kid." He tells a story about how he was watching a double feature at a drive-in, and this movie like Extra or something, and apparently a woman gives birth to a full-grown man.
Okay, now look, you've got the story all fucked up, dude.
All right, well then you tell it then.
All right, so my aunt took my sister and I to the drive-in to watch a wholesome movie, Psycho 2.
Very wholesome.
And we were bored. And I could look across, I could turn my head and see the other screen, and there was some crazy shit going on over there. And I was like, what the fuck is that? I couldn't hear it because it wasn't, it wasn't our speakers, but I could not take my eyes off of it. And yeah, there was that thing running through the woods, and then a lady got the thing in her face, and then all of a sudden she got pregnant, and it was huge, and then a human man, adult man, just like came out of her vagina and chewed its own umbilical cord off. Yeah.
Stop talking about the porn that you just watched before.
I'm missing out. What the hell movie is that?
This is Xtro, Xtro. I highly recommend it to everyone because it's batshit insane. So I didn't know what it was called. It wasn't until years later, as I'm in the VHS aisle and I'm looking at it, had an awesome cover, and I'm like, ooh, this is setting off like fucking memories. And sure enough, that was the movie. Anyway, why are we talking about grown men being born by human women?
Because we like hearing tales of when you were young in the 1800s.
I know. I mean,
tell me another one, Grandpa.
Well, back in the day.
Okay, boomer.
I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen X. I'm Gen X, aren't I?
We're fucking both old as shit too. Don't even try. Don't even try.
I'm Gen X too, so yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
What just happened?
The
Okay. So
the real greatest generation, by the way.
the one everybody forgets about.
Yeah.
All right, so they go on their merry way. The cops are still there, and then they see some rustling in the bushes, and it's like, oh, it must be those killer dogs.
Wait, what level of rustling was it?
Well, if they knew it was the killer dogs right away.
I bet it's mysterious wrestling, at least.
Yeah. The eyebrow raising.
and the sheriff's like, well, I bet.
This movie's so fucking stupid, you guys. It's so bonkers.
The sheriff's like, I guess we better go check it out then. And the deputies, yeah, the deputy's like, well, what do we do if they attack us? And the sheriff goes, bleed, I guess. Fucking great plan.
Best answer ever.
But you don't have to go over there. You don't have to do it.
Weapons, too. They're police officers. Brandish your weapons and then go see.
He was brandishing.
The guy's holding a shotgun and he's scared. He's like, dude, if you shoot a shotgun at a dog, you're not going to have to worry about it.
It's fucking Cujo, man, not the Terminator.
Right.
Take your gun.
I would hole up in the car and then crack the windows down and then aim, and if they come and attack you.
Just to make sure it's safe.
I'm glad you're not a cop.
Okay, so the sheriff goes off just to the side of the road, but all of a sudden he's on another set.
Yes.
Where are you?
France.
Oh God, it's so good.
And he dies, but you don't hear anything because the deputy ends up on that set too, and he finds his bloody body, and then this is when we get our first shot of the monster dog. It pops out of the bushes, and it has no hair, and
it looks like a hairless Muppet to me.
Yes, it's like they didn't finish building the the werewolf, and it's very unimpressive. Now, apparently, what happened, I don't know if it was this shot or a different one, but the very first time they went to shoot the fucking monster dog puppet, it broke on the very first shot. So,
oh my God!
So they had surprise,
right? So they had to shoot the rest of the movie around the puppet not working. But I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, sir and or madam, it does not work out like Jaws. I will tell you.
The puppet's not working. The puppet's not working. Get Spielberg quick.
Oh God. We're not talking about Jaws, by the way.
Oh,
I wish.
I don't think that'll ever be on Tubi.
No.
Maybe Jaws the Revenge.
I'm gonna
a Christmas classic.
I'll gracefully sit that episode out. I'm not.
Oh, Ben, why do you hate Steven Spielberg?
Listen, I don't hate him. I just don't prefer his movies. That's all.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Deflect.
Anyways, we don't have to talk about that.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention. This was a funny thing when they're talking to the cops. They're like, the cops go, "Oh yeah, there's like 5 people dead from these fucking crazy dogs," and they're like, 5? But the last checkpoint said there were 2. Well, there's 3 more now. And they go, the Samples family. Bill, Jennifer, and Peter Samples. It's like, dude, I know their last name. You said it at the beginning of the fucking statement.
They cannot deviate. They cannot ad-lib.
No. It's in the script.
Read it straight, bro.
That is so good. Dude, we were laughing so hard. We're like, no, it's not the Samples. Oh, God.
At this point, like, they hit the dog. Oh, I didn't like that. Mm-hmm. They hit the dog with the camper. I mean camper. And then they
Mobile music studio.
It's a mobile video editing studio, apparently.
Oh, God.
So they move it off to the side of the road. Again, don't get too close to the side of the road. It's like a fucking void. And Vincent has to kill it with a rock. What's funny is when he lifts up the rock, it's already got blood on it. So it's like take number 2.
Couldn't afford to hire the guy who stands there and wipes the props down. They had no budget for that.
Get another rock. It's a rock. Dude, I was dying when I saw that he lifts it up and it's already covered in blood, and you're like, wait a second, what is going on?
And this is like Vincent goes off into the woods for some reason. I can't remember why.
Because he's so devastated he had to kill a dog.
Crazy Raimundo shows up. We don't get a Crazy Ralph. We got Crazy Raimundo here. That's a name, right?
It's really big. It says Crazy Ralph. Fuck yes, I wrote the same thing.
Oh, God, that's good.
I thought Raimundo might be a Spanish type name. I don't know. I could be very wrong. But yeah, he shows up. He's torn up a bit, right? Covered in blood. And he starts speaking doomsday prophet bullshit.
Yeah, you're all gonna die.
Yep, every last one of you.
Yes.
And as he walks off, then you hear, and I thought the first time I saw it, I didn't notice this, but the second time when he walks off screen into the mysterious woods, you hear like a wolf dog kind of noise, and at that point is when our puppet pops out of the bushes again. But this time, it ain't moving, and it just lets him go.
Yep, he's just keeping an eye to see what everybody's doing.
Did they listen to what I said?
Oh, it was so bad.
So they're driving in the van. Okay, we're finally done with all this shit. They're driving to the van, and dude pops out from the back seat. And he's like, "I want to know what happened. What happened in the woods?" And Vincent goes, "I didn't touch her." "Well, what about the old man?" "I didn't touch him either." It's like, oh my God, dude, you've just. I don't understand. I'm glad you found it funny.
Made no sense at all.
None.
I didn't touch her.
Isn't though he's supposed to get infected his blood from the old guy?
But it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen until the end of the movie.
Didn't happen yet? Okay.
No,
I thought maybe I missed something there.
Well, they spend a lot of the movie going, "Oh, it's got to be him," which isn't really possible. And then at the end he gets bit. Oh, hey, spoilers, everybody.
To ruin Monster Dog for you.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to do that.
Fuck. The fucking producers are going to come after us. You cost us 2 cents from Tubi.
If this doesn't make people want to run out and watch it immediately after listening to this, they have an issue.
If you love to laugh, you will do it for your own fucking mental health. Hey, what? I've got to go to the. I've got to urinate. Should I edit this out? Should I edit out the urinate?
Are you a lady?
You can talk without me. I'll be right back. What?
We didn't say anything.
You're fine, then. I hope everybody's nice and quiet while I go. Should I not mute the mic so you can listen?
Mute the mic. No one even wants to hear that.
Please, God, mute the mic. Thank you.
So I was laughing so hard at the Friday the 13th episodes. I absolutely loved it.
Thank you.
It was a lot of fun. Which was your number one?
Jason Goes to Hell. And then the final chapter, number 4, is a close second.
So my all-time is number 4.
Sweet. It's just because I liked the complete change of pace. I liked totally different. Something totally different. Yeah.
So I really enjoy the New York one a lot more than most people do. That one surprised me because Nix was telling me, he's like, yeah, I don't think I'm not sure how you're gonna feel about the New York one. But then when I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, I really liked the New York Friday the 13th.
Sweet.
I did not like Jason X as much as you guys do.
Oh, dude. That's
but did you like Monster Dog better than Jason X?
No.
All right then. All right.
I laughed more than in Jason X, but
fair.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Before you jump back into the plot, I just want to point out this whole movie, especially the beginning, looks like a student film. The way it's shot, the production quality, it was literally giving me a headache for like the first 15 minutes.
Well, they definitely had access to a fog machine.
This movie had so much. It had more fog than the movie The Fog.
Yeah.
That's how much fog there was. Yeah, it was bad. And blue. This movie is so blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, did he do that in Troll 2 as well?
No.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
I don't think he has as big of a budget on Troll 2. I don't think he can pull it off.
What? You think this had a bigger budget than Troll 2?
Fuck yeah.
No.
Dude, what did Troll 2 have? Potato sacks and terrible masks that don't move?
I thought Troll 2 looks way better than this movie.
What?
Interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Okay, I mean...
just the tree alone, that whole tree person. Okay. I mean, that's really cool. I thought that was better than anything in Monster Dog.
I forgot. That is a pretty cool effect. That is correct. I'm sorry. I try not to revisit Troll 2 too many times. Okay, so they're at the mansion. It has a big banner. Welcome, Vincent. And he says it's the same one from when he was a kid. What were they welcoming him back from? When he was 7 years old?
He said that? I don't remember hearing that.
Maybe they shipped him off to boarding school, and then he came home, and it was a big deal.
He says it's the same one. I don't know. I even watched this twice, and I just did not pay attention.
Interesting.
So they go in, and this is where we get the shot of that awesome painting, which it's a painting of Vincent's dad, tiny baby Vincent, and mom. And the only one that has any detail is Daddy Vincent. Like, he's got lines on his face, and you are supposed to know that it looks just like Alice Cooper, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it looked like a wrinkly, mummy version, mummified.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. They did have to pay somebody for that, so whoever the artist was, congratulations, you did as best as you could under the circumstances.
I'm sure you're talented.
Yes.
We didn't see it there, but I'm sure you are.
Hey, do you think we could track down that painting somewhere?
Oh, Ben, don't send me on a fucking search.
What whole corner of your media room is all Monster Dog tribute items?
I am just going to try and get every Monster Dog prop that I can.
I fucking dare you.
Just have a Alice Cooper shrine. And it's going to say, rustling... What is it?
Suspect wrestling.
Suspect wrestling.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm gonna get on this weekend. That's my goal. I'm gonna find some Monster Dog stuff.
All
right, so we're at the
we're done. We're done.
We're at the big house.
We're at the mansion, yes, and we saw the awesome painting, which I went back and double checked because later on in the film there's a close up of the dad painting eyes and they're red, and then it pans down and you can see the monster dog in the bushes. Bushes, those will come up over again. But I had to go back and watch the original thing to see if they were already there, and they were. So they weren't that clever to add it in later.
Also, I was wondering if you look around, they're supposed to shoot a music video in this bitch, and
Yes.
where was the lighting? Where's the lighting crew with all the equipment?
Nothing.
None to be found.
Well, they even complain about that when they first come in. They're in this giant room. You can see everything. It's completely visible. You're not going to trip over anything. And they're like, it's so dark in here, I can't see anything. How are we going to shoot a video? Fucking. So yeah, I mean, apparently they don't need it. They also don't need a tripod or a dolly or anything like that, because dude just holds the camera and is all like, found footage. But when you see this, you see it, it's all smooth. So movie magic.
Oh yeah, I called bullshit immediately as soon as they do the playback.
Yeah.
No. They needed the he's like the caretaker was holding it, it's shaking and everything. And then the playback was so butter smooth. You're right. This movie just tricked us every step of the way.
So this is where Vincent, sometimes I'll probably call him Alice, who knows. He wants to find Joss. You guys remember Joss?
Shaky Joss.
Oh, Shaky
J.
Give him a glass
I only know him by Shaky Josh, not the regular Josh.
So I don't know. I don't understand what Joss has been doing as a caretaker, because this whole fucking place is covered in cobwebs and shit.
Oh.
He hasn't been taking care of shit.
So making sandwiches.
The driest sandwiches you've ever seen.
Oh
god.
I can't with this movie.
He grabs a shotgun off the wall, covered in cobwebs, dry as fuck, and puts shotgun shells in there. And I'm like, dude, that's gonna explode in your hands or something. But anyway, he goes on a search all by himself. He's got to find Joss. This goes on for like 4 minutes. I don't even know.
Far too long.
However, we do cut back to the group of... Well, by the way, let's point out, Alice Cooper looks like he could be the adult chaperone for all the other people that are there.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
He's like the grandfather.
But can I just say, his performance in this, not bad. I was actually surprised by Alice Cooper.
He did not overact as a first-time actor would normally do.
Right.
He was pretty restrained.
No, I thought he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, let's give him that.
You got it, Alice.
He cares what we think.
Take it, Alice. There's not more positive things coming your way, I don't think. As he's searching for Joss, we cut back to the kids. I'm just going to call them the kids from now on. And they find that giant tray of sandwiches. They're like, Joss didn't do it all for nothing. These kids.
Yeah, right. Where's the guy? Who fucking cares? He left his sandwiches.
Right?
I was like, really?
No. He pulls out the second tray and he goes, there's a second tray. Like, he's excited. I'm like, I would be terrified. I gotta eat this dry-ass fucking sandwiches.
At one point, somebody's like, I was talking about where's Vincent, whatever, and one of them goes, he's too worried about finding Joss. It's like, you heartless
old guy who's been on his own out here.
Yeah. Oh, man.
This is where we first get our eaglet. Now, the chick with the hair, like the blonde hair that eventually ends up wearing the Gone with the Wind dress, right?
In the music video, yeah.
Yeah. All of a sudden, it's like she has psychic powers. Like, she's like, oh, bad things are going to happen, guys, I swear. And then I think at that point, does she go to bed and have the nightmare where she wakes up?
Yeah, where Crazy Ralph is covered in blood and attacking her and everybody.
Crazy Ronaldo.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, and at the end of the nightmare, we get the bath mat over Alice Cooper's face with the eyes holes cut out. Yeah, very menacing. Very scary.
Well, yeah, it was very abrupt. I mean, I blinked, I think, when it happened.
Yeah, I had to back it up a couple times because I was like, what the fuck did I just see?
Here's where all of us, we watched this with another friend. We watched this with the Fuzz. And as this scene was going on, he grabs her by the nightshirt and whatnot. It starts to tear, and we're like, all right, here we go. And then no boobies. Then he gets a hold of her again. It's like, oh, no.
She was wearing a Cream shirt.
What is Cream? Is that a band?
Eric Clapton.
Yes.
I'm not a Clapton fan. Sorry.
Well, I'm not either. But
you should know that though.
Why?
You know who else is? Wait, do you know who else? Do you know who else isn't an Eric Clapton fan?
A musician.
This is a really bad joke.
You're in the right place. Go ahead.
His child who fell out the window and died.
Oh, Ben.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Man.
Listen, Clapton's a douchebag, so I don't care.
Terrible punchline.
I care about the kid. I don't care about Clapton.
Well, we just lost 3 listeners. Thanks a lot.
3? Do we even have 3? That's all of them. That's every last listener we have.
Good job, Ben.
Listen, if that's the worst thing I've said on this podcast, then
dude gets all bent out of shape because I don't like Eric Clapton, and then proceeds to sell a fucking dead baby joke. Fucking whatever.
Well, he's got to get some use out of that joke book from 1983.
Oh God, I remember that one.
Maxers, we have them.
I remember that one. That one, my favorite one when I was a kid was, what's the difference between a dump truck full of bowling balls and a dump truck full of dead babies?
Don't know.
You can use a pitchfork on the dead babies.
Oh my God.
Wasn't in the book I had. Holy shit.
Wow.
I'm gonna say now, Nix, don't go on the road with that one. That's not gonna be a hit.
No. Well, I didn't write it.
True.
All right. So Crazy Raimondo or Ronaldo or whatever, Rodriguez, whatever you want to call, something Spanish, Italian, I don't know.
Some fucking Spanish guy. They all look the same. No.
This is where he tells Angela's
we have to cut all of this out.
That's more work for him. Don't do that.
I mean, I'm not being negative against Spanish people or anything.
No, we'll start with the Eric Clapton joke and just go forward a couple minutes.
I'm leaving it. All right, you made your bed, buddy.
I can make those jokes. I'm an honorary Hispanic. I'm married.
Sorry, Mom.
I'm married one, so.
I'm half Mexican, so I can say it too.
So we're fine.
Yeah.
I'm alive. I don't know what I am. I'm here. This is where Crazy Ralph, Ronaldo, Regina, whatever, tells her that your singer, he's the one. So this is where it's supposed to be like mysterious, like, oh, is he really a werewolf? But it's like, the dogs were already, the murders were already happening before they ever get there. It's never a mystery to me because they've already set up the movie to let you know that he's not.
And the title can be misleading. It's Monster Dog. So you're like, well, is he going to turn into some kind of a rabid dog creature? Or is it about the dogs? Like, we don't know.
Yeah, it's very...
Well, there is a monster dog. We've seen it twice already, and now I hope your appetite has been satiated because that's all you're gonna see until we get to the final fucking 10 minutes of the movie. All right? Did you enjoy your monster dog?
No, I need the director's cut.
Well, that's all you're getting. All right. The movie tries to be clever, and in the reality and out of the nightmare, his girlfriend, his actual girlfriend, walks into the library where he's sitting in the rocking chair, and this time he does not have a rug on his face in the shape of a tube. But they thought they were clever bringing that back. Good for you guys.
If movies got A for effort, this would get one.
Absolutely.
They tried.
So you remember, after Angela's all freaked out, she's like laying in the bed, and like the whole crew of the kids, they're all on the same bed together. And like Vincent is at the foot of the bed. And Angela's like, I saw you turn into a werewolf. And all of a sudden, the funniest thing that this group of people can think of is like, can you imagine Vincent turning into a werewolf? Ha 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 ha. Can you imagine him howling at the moon? Ha 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 ha. It's like, it's not that funny.
No, this scene felt like he was the house mother and he walked in on a bunch of sorority girls on the bed giggling about shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Couldn't take it serious.
I was really, really hoping that he got into the bed with them, because that would have just been so amazing.
And then we'd have a completely different movie from there on out.
Well, I mean, I was, just saying,
I can see him like bouncing on the bed. Like, oh my God, you guys are right. It is funny if I turn into a werewolf.
What is he, a Mormon? They're going to do some soaking? Wait, do you know what soaking is?
Oh, come on, Ben.
I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend, okay?
Asking questions over here. All right,
Let's move on.
Go ahead. Oh, that's it?
No. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to get into it.
We're not going to follow through. Okay, cool.
Well, I asked Movie Miss, do you know what soaking is?
Oh my God. What?
What? Nix, is this bad? I don't know what it is.
Okay, then we're not going to talk about it. No, we're good.
Maybe after we're done recording, you can fill me in.
No, wait,
she can Google it later.
We talked about this in another episode. Which one was it?
Oh shit! Really?
Was it Ghoul? It wasn't Ghoulies. When did we talk about this?
It might have been Basket Case too. Maybe it was Ghoulies actually. I feel like it was with Nick, so
maybe it was on a watch party. All right. Anyway, fuck you.
Actually, yeah,
we ain't talking about dripping or whatever you call it.
Soaking.
That's soaking. Sure. Moist. Great.
Oh, don't say that word.
So
I'm getting so much more than I'm being paid to do this. Come on, guys.
No.
I'm not. That's enough.
So Vincent is sitting there reading this book in his rocking chair. And it's like been distressed, so it looks like it's this ancient book, right?
Please tell me you read the title.
Yes.
You wrote it down.
Well, she reads it out for us too. But before we get to that, she walks in and looks at what he's looking at, and like the left side is all like tiny print, and the right side is a giant picture of Lon Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman. In this,
in the nose.
This ancient fucking book. And then the name of the book is Werewolves, Myths, Legends, and Scientific Realities.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, one of these things is not like the others. Scientific realities of the myths and legends. Okay.
Also, it looked like somebody, like a child, like wrote the title on with like crayon.
Yes.
Because they had no budget for a real artist.
Yeah, they were like, we gotta write this down. Grab something, and they just grabbed a crayon.
Crazy Ronaldo's son Pablo, come here, bring your crayons. Come here.
Well, this is where we do find out what the scientific realities are, because she specifically asks, what are the scientific realities? And this is where we learn what apparently was wrong with Vincent's dad. He suffered from a heart condition. that caused him to go weirdo and run around outside and howl at the moon. It's a known heart condition, everybody.
It's a scientific reality.
That's right.
There's hard science to back.
Oh my god.
This movie was an insult to my stupidity.
Oh yeah, you ain't kidding.
This is where also Vincent talks about his dad, and how he was found underneath a bush. Ben found that really funny. Because who doesn't like to be underneath a bush? I mean,
I think I said something like, was Vincent, who was her name? The Victoria Vera girl? The main actress? The one that looked like Amy Grant?
I don't know.
Amy Grant, really? You thought so?
Okay, I thought she looked like Amy Grant, but I also thought she looked like, what was her name? Jessica Hahn. Do you remember Jessica Hahn? She was the...
I can see that. I can see that.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, I thought she looked like that bitch from Heart to Heart.
Oh.
I can see that too. I think it was Vince and her, and that's when they said that, and I was like, yeah, I bet you he wants to be under that bush.
Doing your own riff track, were you?
Yeah. Anyways.
You're not because they do that very awkward, passionate kiss.
Oh! Stop!
Stop!
Don't do it! Oh, it's so disgusting.
It was so gross. I couldn't do it.
You saw it coming, too. It's like watching a fucking car crash. You're just like, no.
That's how I felt watching this whole movie.
Yeah.
I couldn't look away. I could not.
Well, now we get a montage, and this is with that other song I was talking about. I don't think this is an Alice Cooper song. It's like a prog rock type thing. And she's walking around with her monocle, trying to plan out shots and whatnot. And one dude's holding the camera and just filming the ladies bouncing up and down on a fucking patio or whatever, balcony.
I was like, is that bitch the director? Why is she worried about what the shot looks like?
Dude, the monocle, I couldn't get over the monocle.
They kept asking, like, what is that for? And the only thing I can think of is, like, it's to let her know what it might look like through the viewfinder or through the lens. That's all I can think.
That was the poor man's piece of equipment for that one.
Yeah.
Not what a real director would use, yeah.
Because, back in the 80s, they did have a little thing you would hold in your hand, and it looked like a teeny tiny little fucking 8mm or something, but it was just a little thing in the front and then a bigger lens, and it would give you an idea. But that was a fucking monocle.
Stole it from Mr. Peanut.
I was literally going to say that.
Here it is. The music, I noticed it towards the end when the lyrics kicked in. We're getting towards the end of the song and the montage. They say something about nevermore, and that's like a theme to it. So I'm wondering if it was like Edgar Allan Poe related.
100% Vincent Raven.
Yeah, exactly. So
you're so smart. You picked that up.
Yeah, you picked up the first one. So come on now.
Because I'm also smart.
Smarter than you are.
We're prepared anyway.
I am not very smart. I'm just going to put that on the record.
So I would like to know who did that song. If anybody knows who sang that Nevermore song between Identity Crises and See Me in the Mirror, please let me know. It's cinemashitshow@gmail.com. Everybody, Ben actually did something. He created an email, and you can email us there at cinemashitshow@gmail.com. Yeah, I love you too, buddy.
Insert applause here. Yay!
So, we're at the next music video, which we had already kind of talked about. And the way I kind of referred to it was, this seems like Alice Cooper's audition tape for Labyrinth.
Same fucking vibe.
Yeah.
Owl to come flying in.
It was so spot on, like Labyrinth. Like he totally wants to be David Bowie.
But Labyrinth hadn't been out by then, had it? They shot in 85? When did Labyrinth come out? I thought that was more like 86.
Was it 86?
I don't know. Anybody got fast fingers?
I do, but not for Googling.
I got fast.
86.
I got that.
86.
I got fast fingers.
All right. So, yeah, I don't think they even knew Labyrinth existed at that point. Just a happy coincidence.
Maybe Labyrinth stole from Monster Dog.
Oh, fuck.
That is the likely story.
Absolutely. Like, Jim Henson was like, man, this is a great idea. And they have puppets. I have puppets.
They have Cooper. We'll get Bowie. It's gold.
Oh my god. That's amazing. Shit.
Well, I think at this point, this is where we finally find out what happened to Joss.
Yes.
Now, while they're shooting the video, they keep showing this window, which is on the second balcony. It's not outside. It's like inside the house. It's like in a hallway. And you see a body, like, pressed up against it. And the whole time, like, she sees it. It looks like everybody should see it and whatnot. But not until we get to the end of the song does the body crash through the window and land on top of her.
It's one of the worst pratfalls I've ever seen. It's so bad.
It's so bad.
So this is where, like, her dress should be, like, way bloody. Her little Gone with the Wind dress. But from now on, like, blood will disappear. Like, it won't be where it was before and all that because their continuity was fucked.
Well, they could only afford in the budget to get it dry cleaned one time, so
right.
they had to pick and choose.
Now, Alice Cooper's outfit, you ain't got to worry about that because it's all black. He's got a black puffy pirate shirt, right? With
Seinfeld would have been jealous.
Yeah. A leather vest with extended shoulders. He almost looks like he should be in Zardoz or something. I don't know. Some kind of sci-fi.
I like that he they don't even have a budget to have a makeup person on set. He
Oh,
had to
God.
draw those horrible eyebrows on with a black grease pencil or some shit.
That was the worst eyebrows I've ever seen in my life.
I think Fuzz pointed out that he was even going against the hair at one point.
Yeah.
I was going crazy when he was drawing those eyebrows.
I figure Alice Cooper, he's worn a lot of makeup throughout the years and all that. And I figure he would know.
Nope. Yeah. Well, it sounds like the director / writer was a control freak.
He might have told him to do it that way.
Yeah.
Go both ways. All right. So
yeah, I mean, if what he did on Troll 2 is any indication of how he directs, he's definitely a control freak, and he really thinks that he's like making a masterpiece, basically. So
I think
I'm not kidding. If
he watches his final product and just goes, "Yeah."
He does.
Nailed it.
He doesn't get it. Like, they interviewed him about Troll 2, and he doesn't understand why people are laughing about it. He thinks he made a fucking good movie.
He thought he made a great movie.
Yeah.
Nilbog.
I need me some warm
drop.
I
did it.
That just reminded me. The milk in the windshield of the wagon. It's cold outside, right? So they probably have the heat on. Why is that milk in the... Like, do they like heated milk? Warm milk?
Did you look real close? Because if you do, you can see that it's open. Like, it's a carton that's open at the top. It's probably empty.
Yeah.
They're just slobs.
Simple
as that.
We choose to think they enjoy their milk, nice and warm, at least room temperature.
Go
like
with the dry sandwiches.
Right. I mean, you gotta have something to wash it down. Why not warm Nilbog milk?
Shit.
So, alright, so everybody gets fucking freaked out because Joss finally showed back up. damn you, Joss, and your timing. So they start running around looking for something, and they come into this tiny room, and everything's like kind of, laying around, and they go, what they say? Looks like there's been one hell of a struggle up here. And it's like, dude, the whole house is disheveled. What are you talking about? And then he picks up a piece of paper and he goes, this must have been left behind by the person that was here. And it's like, maybe it's just a piece of paper.
Well, it's the maid's week off. Get him. It's just Joss. Come on.
It looks like it's the maid's decade off.
Yep.
Wow.
So Angela ran off, right? She went off on her own. And Alice and Vincent and everybody, they all load up with their rusty fucking shotguns and rifles. And Vincent goes out on his own to find Angela. And it's nighttime, but as we keep cutting back, then it's daytime. And he is constantly just running down a trail through some brush. And it happens over and over again. And while that's happening, the locals show up. The 4 yokel locals who blame...
Did you write that in your notes?
No.
I literally wrote yokels.
No way.
I'm so fucking old. I wrote the same thing. Oh my god.
I have never used that word in my life. I don't know how you both have written
Because
that down.
you're not hip to the lingo.
Oh, okay.
He's a youngster.
I am the youngest of the 3 of you,
Yeah.
so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
He missed out. So these assholes show up. One of them looks like he's a Vietnam veteran or some shit.
Oh, dude, that guy is so wild. It's like Cheech and Chong meets like Che Guevara. He's like the revolutionary stoner.
These guys looked like they were playing Hillbilly Deliverance cosplay to me.
Yeah. Yes.
They were not convincing.
The Vietnam guy reminded me of Windows from The Thing as well. There's probably sunglasses in the hair.
I can see that.
So these assholes, are getting
Deliverance guy.
It's a thing. Look it up.
Oh, I don't want to. I don't need to see that. I'm good. Thank you.
So these assholes show. They're like, we're gonna kill Vincent. I still haven't. I know I wrote it down here. I can't remember his real name. No, it wasn't Vincent Price. It was like Reynolds.
Vincent Gallo?
Roberts. Vincent Roberts. That's his name. So he's like, I've got this here bullet, and I'm gonna this is the bullet that's gonna pierce the heart of Vincent Roberts. So okay, that's his whole goal. He has to put this one bullet.
You gotta have goals,
right? Or else, what's the point? Fucking, come on now, everybody, strive to be better. So he's got this bullet that has to go into his heart, which we all know is kind of located up in the upper, left-hand area of your chest up here, right? That's where we normally put it. That's just one goal. So they go and they pull up and they antagonize all the kids, but they also are like, hey, is Vincent Roberts here? Well, why don't we just hang out here for a little bit and wait for him? They just they love to laugh. The whole group is always and these idiot kids let him in. Like,
well, the one girl's like, I don't like this. I don't get a good vibe off of these guys.
Oh,
but the first clue.
But the guy that probably picked up the paper went, maybe it's a clue. He's like, oh, come on, let him in.
We just have a bunch of guns, and we're not going to rape you for sure, and we're not going to kill anybody. Just let us in. Okay.
Maybe they were just gonna feed him the dry sandwiches and the warm milk.
Oh fuck! They'll choke. Yeah, we
Figured
have
they
the
would
upper
just-
hand.
It's a covert
Figured
way
they
to
would
stop.
just
Yeah,
choke to death.
exactly.
Now, it's at this point we find out that the bullet that he wants to put in the heart of Vincent Roberts is a silver bullet. It's his one and only silver bullet. Okay? I don't know if anybody could tell, but I'm kind of foreshadowing here, in case you didn't notice.
And it makes you question why he had just the one. But then I remember in Silver Bullet, they had just the one and it worked. So I'll give him a shot.
That's all they could afford at the last minute. Now, these guys have been here for 20 years. After the last one. So anyway, at this point, somebody's like started going, it was a night like this, a full moon just like this. And I'm like, Large Marge was driving down the fucking highway.
This movie intentionally, unintentionally evokes the same fucking response from all of us. It's beautiful.
So we were watching it, and he does the Large Marge, and I started dying. I'm like, that was totally Large Marge.
Yep.
I can't remember what I guess it was about killing his dad and whatnot that they're talking about. So Alice, who's been running around out here in the bushes for fucking 15 minutes while all that shit goes on, finds Angela sitting down, and then they're like, well, we should go back. And then, boom, they're right there. It's just, like the very next minute.
They teleported.
They must have walked into that brush off to the side of the road, just like the sheriff. Ended up on another soundstage. So at this point, I think they're banging on the door, right? Alice and Angela, the girl in the white dress, and at this point, Alice is like, "Hold on, I'm gonna go somewhere," and he walks away. She's still at the door, and dude with his one silver bullet. They let the door open, and he shoots her in the stomach. Like, not even to the left or the right in the middle. So, she and Vincent were the same size. Why the fuck would you be aiming down there if that's your one silver bullet?
My response as soon as he shoots her was like, what? Because I'm like, does he not know what the difference between a man and a woman? Like, that's clearly not him.
Also, there was nowhere near the heart.
No. He was dead center right in the belly, man. That's a good shot. So
yeah.
Now, at this point, there's like a chase scene. Like Alice runs up to the roof, which it's a really weird setup of the place. Like you can't tell how they got wherever, but anyway, apparently it's this open area on the roof, and there's chicken wire, like for some reason as well. You'll also notice, and in one shot, wide shot, you'll see a giant like painting frame hanging crooked, but it's empty. It's just there for no fucking reason except to make it look fancy, I guess, or interesting.
So my two thoughts were, in big bold letters, I wrote geography ? Because I did not understand the layout of the land or the house in any way, because everyone seemed to be teleporting from spot to spot. And then the chicken wire, I thought maybe they used to keep chickens on the roof, so the dogs wouldn't get them, but Joss was lazy and let them all die. So that's why there's chicken wire, but no chickens.
Oh my god!
Well, it didn't seem to be enclosed. It was just like
the movie doesn't. The movie doesn't answer all these questions. We're left to our own devices to try and figure it out.
Yeah, but I'm still going to tell you your devices are wrong.
This is why we need the director's cut, because we need answers.
Oh yeah, this movie asked far more questions than it actually answers.
So, all right. So they're running around on the roof. Alice is hiding. At one point, like the locals are like back. The main guy's like back against the chicken wire, like it's a wall, like it's protecting him.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. And then Vincent pulls like a really funny joke and has this creepy clown doll that he puts out so that they will shoot it. I don't know. I don't know. My brain hurts. Now here's an interesting point. Okay,
There's an interesting point.
Yes, there is. This is. So
we took an hour and 23 minutes to get to the interesting point, guys.
I'm glad you stuck with us, everyone. Thank you. Now, one of the local yokels, he has like a partly bald head. All right, and when they had a close up, we were all like, "Does he got a bald cap on?" Right. And I will.
He has a bald cap.
Yeah, I will defer to Ben. He's somewhat of a wig expert himself.
Yes, I am a wig expert.
You don't say. We need to have that conversation off mic as well, apparently.
I think it's a euphemism or some shit. I don't know what that means.
I can just pick out wigs. That's all.
He's on a different level from us, man. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Well, I do have an OnlyFans, so you know.
Yeah.
My.
So here's why I thought it was interesting, because we were pointing that out. Then he's on the roof, and what's his name? Vincent Alice Cooper shoots the top of his head off with a shotgun. It's like they tried to do like the helicopter effect from Dawn of the Dead, the George Romero version, where it takes the top of his head off. They tried to do that, and I gotta give them props. All right, one more prop.
I feel like that's where the entirety of their budget went. That and
the puppet.
That and loaf bread.
And the broken puppet.
Oh God.
Meanwhile, what?
I'm exhausted by this movie.
Well, now, how many times did you watch it, Ben? Did you watch it a second time?
No, I only watched it the one time.
Ah, slacker. How many times did you watch it, Miss?
2.5.
2.5. I watched it two times.
Oh, I'm not ashamed to say there will be a third watch.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, because sometimes you just need to fucking belly laugh, and this movie is an unintentional gut buster.
Yeah,
I mean, bonkers.
I will definitely be watching this in a group setting at some point again.
It is a very good party movie, absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway, Vietnam dude is the guy that was left to guard the kids, and the dogs come barreling in the door somehow. So he picks up a fucking lantern and sets himself on fire. Nothing else.
Because these little Alpo dogs are so menacing. They're chasing the chuck wagon into the kitchen.
Oh God!
They do not look vicious at all.
They heard there was dry sandwiches and warm milk. They were like, "We need to get in on this feast."
That makes more sense now. Why he was putting the sandwiches out? It was for the dogs.
Yeah, it was for the dogs.
It's a good distraction. So he sets himself on fire and he jumps out a window, and that's the last we see of him. But meanwhile,
it's amazing.
I mean, it was a good burn. I think, you know, whoever the stunt guy was, you know, not bad, dude, not bad. And then the dogs go and attack Frank. Now, if you don't know who Frank is, that's okay, because neither did I until this scene. Frank is one of the kids on the video shoot, and he's being attacked by the dogs, and they're tearing into him. Meanwhile, one of the ladies is screaming, "Frank! Frank! Fight them off!" It's like,
she's holding a gun.
Right?
Yeah.
Fight them off. What dumb bitch.
What do you think he's doing?
I've never seen a movie where two characters in the movie have a gun in their hands and they're scared of a dog. Like, never in my life.
Now, to be fair, there are multiple dogs, man, including fucking Scottish Terrier. Terrifying.
From Cujo, there's no excuse.
If there was just one Scottish Terrier, okay, I would let that go. But this Scottish Terrier is part of a larger group, and they're all want their snuggles.
There was one point. There was one scene where they like did a zoom in on this one dog, and it was like snarling, and all I could think of is that dumb dog from The Simpsons, like the Simpsons like family dog, because it was so goofy looking, but it was like trying to be like, and I was just like,
Santa's little helper, yes.
Santa's little helper, yeah.
I can only imagine they put like little hooks on the lips and were yanking it back with like fishing wire. I know that's been done before.
Well, that's not humane.
Don't say that.
It's been done before.
They do that?
I'm used to. I don't know if they can. I mean, not like it's hooked into their flesh, just like you know, like that.
That's fucking amazing. Oh my god. The only thing I can think of is I've seen in other behind the scenes movies where they would hold something that is threatening to the dog. Like if the dog doesn't like cats, they would like hold a cat in view so the dog would start to snarl. Probably something like that instead of fish hooks.
I didn't say fish hooks. I said fishing wire. Fishing wire.
You said fish hooks.
I did not say fish hooks. I fucking guarantee it.
Okay, so how would they get it to hook?
Well, little like fucking non-pointy hooks that just kind of loop under.
Oh,
okay.
Oh my
I've
lord!
Never seen those.
Now we're getting some insight into how your brain works.
I'm not a dog torturer. Shut the whatever.
Oh God, I'm dead. I can't do this anymore.
I didn't say it was something I did. I said it's something that was done in the past.
Well, you know, in the ending credits of the movie, they usually say, monitored by the Humane Society, no animals were harmed in the making of this film. I did not see that in the end credits here. I could have missed it.
I did not see that.
But I didn't see it.
That's the joy of filming in Spain, I guess. So, at this point, okay.
Yeah, moving on.
What was that? That guy's name was Frank. All right, so Frank is all damaged and shit, laying there. Everybody else seems to be pretty okay. But the monster dog, the official monster dog, starts banging at the door, trying to get in. And it finally bursts it open. And then this lady just kind of sits there. Did it get her? I can't remember. What happened at that point? Oh, Alice shows up in his puffy shirt.
Yeah, is this the shot where he's in the doorway looking like that end shot from Prince of Darkness with like the white fog all around him?
That's exactly what I thought too. Yeah, it was.
Get out of my head!
I didn't put that in my notes because I'm like, I don't know how many people would really go Prince of Darkness, but yeah, no, I think it's a little bit after that. But yeah, he's surrounded by the dogs. They're all nice and quiet. The light is shooting behind him. They've got their fog machine, of course. They paid for it. They're going to use it. And he's just like, she walks through all the dogs to ask him what's going on. He's like, I don't know. Isn't it crazy? Cool. Go get Mary Lou and we'll get out of here. And
isn't it weird? It's like I'm their alpha.
Right. And so she turns around to go walk back through the dogs, and at one point you can see her lean down and pet one of the doggies. Like,
gave him a biscuit. Yeah,
he's a good boy.
He's a good vicious killer. Yes, my monster dog.
She could not help herself, and they left it in there. Nice.
Oh shit!
That would be me. I'd be in that scene like, sorry y'all, I gotta pet every fucking one of these dogs. We're gonna roll around. You can cut it.
Oh my god, that's so good.
And what were they doing here? Was it supposed to be because the real monster dog showed up and that's what made him calm down?
No, I think they sense him like he's the alpha.
But he's not anything yet. He's just a regular dude without a heart disease.
Right, but they can sense it on him.
Yes,
they can sense
that's
it.
That's the vibe I got.
Yeah. Okay, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Because seriously,
Where to begin?
Do you want me to? Yeah. Do you want me to start answering those questions?
I want everybody to make a list and turn it in by the end of the night.
Give me a long list.
You will be judged on grammar.
Oh, then I'm fine.
No, because okay, anyway, fuck it. All right, so we're getting towards the end, everybody.
Yes, the slow opening
thank
finish.
God.
Let's get there.
We almost made
Thank
it.
God.
All right, so they get Mary Lou and they get out to the car, and
Did they
no
get Cindy Lou
keys.
too? Did they get Cindy Lou too? That's what I thought when I was watching the movie. Anybody whose name sounds like Cindy Lou, that's automatically what I think about.
I think about Hello
sorry.
Mary Lou prom night too.
That's what I said too. Thank you.
You did say that.
Why am I not married to this woman yet? I don't understand.
You guys would be a good match. Are you looking for a second? Are you looking for a what do they call those? A brother husband?
A chick and two dicks. That's what I need.
Oh God.
So, anyway, they all get to the car, all three of them. They're the only ones left now. No keys, so they got to go back into the mansion to go get them off of the lunatic locals. And they're going to leave Mary Lou because they keep leaving her alone all the time. Like when that body fell on her when they were filming the video, everybody just went, leave that bitch here. Let's go run around the fucking house.
Yeah.
That's how they lost her. So again,
a body falls on somebody. Peace out. You're on your own. Same thing.
Good luck with your trauma.
Your trauma, yes.
So again, they leave her all alone in the car.
I expected that bitch to be dead a lot sooner.
Well, she was the second one. I'm sure there some things had to be changed at some point. Like that was supposed to play more of a bigger deal. Because remember, we got the van, and it's all called a camper. So I'm sure there were some things that happened before filming. So Alice is up there. He's being attacked by the local. She shows up with a double-barrel sawed-off shotgun and shoots the bad guy. But when they cut to his head, it's one single bullet hole right in the center of his forehead. There's no fucking...
amazing.
What the... You aren't even... Was it written that way? Because there ain't no fucking way. Maybe they had they didn't have access to the fucking revolver anymore.
So I have to defer to you guys. I'm not a gun person. I don't know. I just roll with it when gun shit happens. I'm like, oh, cool.
Well, a shotgun blast, it spreads. It's like, boom. It would take off more, like hit more of your head and take you off. And it would have hit Alice. If it's a fucking revolver, like they look like this. For Ben, they look like this.
Like the one for James Bond.
Yes,
and
that's
Billy
right.
the Kid.
Those kind. Yeah, that would be one single hole. And that's what ended up in his head. Why the fuck do I care? Anyway. So they get in the car, they're driving away. What's her name? I don't even know this woman's name, but she's talking to Angela in the back seat. And Angela, did you fall asleep? Angela? And her body falls into the front seat, and it looks like its neck is all torn up. And then the monster dog puppet pops out.
Yes.
It turns out the call was coming from inside the car. And attacks Vincent.
Oh, God.
He pushes that other bitch out the car while it's moving.
Yes.
That was so fucking awesome. She just dives right out. Now stay and help him.
All that happened is she lost a shoe, too. Other than that, she was fine.
Yeah, they showed it on the ground like it was like a
big deal.
She lost a shoe. Yeah.
And you hear the car crash. They don't show it, obviously. But then we do cut to it later. It's on its hood. It's rocking back and forth. Of course, at this point, you can make the joke like the Fuzz: if the cars are rocking, don't come knocking.
Also in my notes.
Oh God!
I'm telling you, this movie elicits that for everybody that watches it. People are missing out if they don't watch this movie.
Get a room.
Here's a question. So the monster dog bit Alice, and now he is going to turn into the monster dog. Finally, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't going to do that before. That's why I keep going. What is wrong with you guys? Are you crazy? He doesn't turn into the monster dog until the end when he's bitten. But his friend was also bitten. Why didn't they turn into a monster dog and they just died?
He was just mildly bitten on the shoulder where the virus gets in your blood that way, where the other ones were mauled to death, I think.
Okay. So you got to survive your mauling.
Yes.
Okay.
Much like a werewolf attack.
Was that in Werewolves Myths?
Myths, legends. It's a scientific fact. I checked my reference books first.
Okay.
That is a scientific fact.
I wonder if that's a real book though. Like if they reference, like if you can find that.
No, it is
Well,
not.
not the one in the movie, but like if there's one like that, that would be really funny. Just saying. Just saying.
Okay. So Alice has left the car. The monster dog has left the car. She decides to go traipsing into the mysterious soundstage woods to go find him. Crazy Ronaldo shows up and starts spewing in. Oh, finally, he's going to take over the bloodline because of this. And then he runs off. And she finally finds Alice, and here's his big transformation. This is how it starts. He's over there, just kind of.
I can't with this. It's so bad.
Well, it all starts like this. He's got tufts of hair glued to his cheeks. It's really groundbreaking shit.
This is literally one of the worst werewolf transformations I've ever seen
We've
in my
been
life.
waiting the whole movie.
Right, this is the slam bang finish we were promised.
It's on the poster.
We got cheated from the director's cut. I guarantee you there was better stuff in there.
So it cuts from that to him going, "Oh, kill me, kill me." Then it cuts to him wearing it's not him wearing anything. It's like it's a rubber mask that they put some stuff underneath it to try to push it out. They're trying to do American Werewolf transformation.
Yeah, and the howling, the cheeks and the howling when they bubble with the balloons underneath.
Yeah, the bladders.
You can the bladders. Thank you. You can tell that's the inspiration. Totally.
Oh, I'm official here. It's official shit show terminology. It's bladders, honey.
I don't like that word. Anyway.
It's goofy as fuck. It's like, oh my god, they spent $20 on this. And then it cuts to the wolf mask he had in the rocking chair. He's got the carpet back on his face. The like a funnel.
But yes.
And then at that point, Vincent's still writhing on the ground, right? Mm-hmm. And then you see the monster dog puppet pop out of the bushes. And at that point, I think she shoots, and then it cuts to Vincent back on the ground where he was writhing. So was that fucking crazy Ronaldo?
Unanswered question, another one yet again from this movie. Don't know. It's a choose your own adventure movie.
I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking.
Decide.
I'm thinking because the fucking thing didn't work and they wouldn't look right on camera, they just reused a shot from a different scene beforehand, and that's supposed to be Vincent transforming. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck you guys. God damn it. Fucking Jesus. Man, if there's anything that I hate, it's a werewolf movie that doesn't give you a good werewolf.
Oh, I wasn't expecting werewolf movie going in because I didn't know anything about this when you assigned it. But which, by the way, fuck you for
Assigned it.
assigning this movie.
Yeah.
I'm a teacher
Yeah,
now?
seriously.
What?
But werewolves is my favorite subgenre of horror movies. So I was severely disappointed when this was trying to be a werewolf movie, but not.
Well, I thought we were doing Werewolves on Wheels.
That's for Dave.
Oh.
That's for Bartok.
Yes, you were unaware that is my favorite subgenre, but now that you are aware,
well, sweet, because
if you get another one.
Now this is fucked up because I am a huge werewolf fan. So I got both my tattoos are wolves. Wait, no, I have
so
2 wolf tattoos and then a panther over here.
Okay, so since you're both big werewolf fans,
yes.
Is there any movie with a sexy werewolf?
Julie Delpy has werewolf tits in American Werewolf in Paris. Does that count? There's werewolf titties.
Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf, a.k.a. Sturba, Werewolf Bitch, has Sybil Danning. There's werewolf sex. And, well, not full werewolf, like not 4 legs and shit, but furry people. And at the end of the movie... Not furries.
It's a whole different thing.
Oh,
okay.
God.
No,
we're not getting
they're
into
hairy
that.
people. Hairy people, then. Imagine the 70s untrimmed bush. Oh.
So I gotta go, guys.
Oh.
This is getting really zany
It's like
right
off
now.
the rails
Zany.
right now.
And
I am not going to talk about hair. That's all I'm
Okay.
going to say.
We're
just good.
at the end of the movie, over the end credits, they play the same scene of Sybil Danning ripping her shirt open and showing her bare tits. Like over and over and over throughout the credits. So, think you'd enjoy.
Hey, even I can appreciate the nice titties, so I'm gonna check that out.
Plus, Christopher Lee is in it.
Ooh, bonus.
Which one is this? Which one is this again?
Howling 2, Your Sister is a Werewolf, a.k.a. Streba, Werewolf Bitch.
Wow. That's a long title.
No, that's 2 titles.
Oh, okay. You'll have to send me the link.
All right. Okay, so, by the way, I guess it turns out that you don't need a silver bullet to cure heart disease. Because
that's
shotgun
really
works.
for everybody in the hospital now.
Right.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Since it kills him with a shotgun blast, and that's the end.
Oh, but his amazing performance. Kill me! Kill me! Yes, give it to me, Alice Cooper.
Good.
It's so amazing.
Well, I'm
Lee
glad
Bad.
he finally had something to do acting-wise to try out. Because the rest of it, he's pretty stoic throughout most of it.
Yep.
He doesn't react to anything. So it's cool to see him try to flex his acting... Should I call them muscles?
Muscles, yeah.
I guess. All right.
Chops. Acting chops.
Chops. And then we get a reprise of Identity Crises. And this time, like we were saying before, it's interspersed with shots from the movie. People smiling at the camera. You know, all these people are dead now.
Even though this is the same fucking music video from the beginning, I was getting different vibes from him. I was feeling Rick Ocasek, Harry Dean Stanton, like, giving me different vibes.
Did I not say that this felt like a Cars Rick Ocasek video?
Yes.
I said that during the watch party.
All right, you guys, get your rings and meet me in Vegas. This is official.
Oh,
This is
shit.
official. No, Arthur, same notes, I swear to God.
That's hysterical.
Insanity. All right, so at this point, we like to introduce Ben's little idea, which is fuck, marry, kill. Who do you want to fuck? Who would you marry? Who would you kill? And I'm going to start with Ben this time.
I'm going to marry Sandra.
Which one was that?
Because that's
Monocle?
Victoria Vera.
Monocle?
Yeah, Monocle.
Okay.
Because she reminds me of Amy Grant, who I had a huge crush on when I was a kid. And also just... come on. Amy Grant was adorable.
I know. Aww.
And also Jessica Hahn, who apparently I was the only person who knew who she was, but now you know. So I'm gonna marry her. I'm going to fuck the girl in the Scarlett O'Hara dress. I think that's
The blonde.
Alice? The blonde, but I don't know what her name is.
Angela.
Angela.
Don't ask me how I know.
Gonna fuck her and you don't even know her name.
That's why she's the fuck and not the marry.
Jeez.
Touche.
That's not... oh, God. I should have known her name. All right, anyways. And then I'm probably gonna kill Vince, because he just annoys me. He makes no sense with anything he does.
Okay. All right. Miss?
So I'm marrying Vince because he's going to leave me this palatial estate.
Full of dry sandwiches.
And his bank account from his hit records, because he's a rock star, don't forget.
Right.
So that's who I'm marrying, and then he can leave all that to me. I'm probably gonna go with fuck Angela. She had a nice pair. I mean, from what we could tell.
Oh yeah, you could a couple times.
And
oh, I'm gross. I'm gross.
As far as kill, I'm gonna say any of them. The yokels. I mean, they had it coming.
Oh yeah, yeah,
yeah. I like that.
So there you go.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna marry Vince as well, because I'm thinking about that pocketbook and all that shit. He's a good provider. And I will be fucking Angela. She's hot, and yeah.
Wow. We got a 3 for 3 on that one.
She's the winner of this round.
She's our stone cold fox of the episode here.
And I'm gonna kill the Vietnam dude because he was obnoxious.
Because fuck him.
I mean, I even let fucking crazy Ronaldo live, and I didn't like him either.
Well, yeah, he was going to do it to himself anyway. He was just crazy.
Wow. So, let's see.
Okay, so we also do a rating, and it's out of 5 stars, and so I'll let you go first, Movie Miss. What would you give this out of 5 stars?
And you can base it. It's not on quality of film, but entertainment value can be incorporated into your rating as well.
Well, if you have the same bizarre fascination with weird cinema and a sick fucking sense of humor like I do, then you will enjoy this. So I'm saying 4 stars.
Okay.
One of those being, just simply for Alice Cooper, just his presence. We were blessed with Alice Cooper in this movie. So 3 plus an extra one for him, so 4.
And his nose.
Why are you gonna body shame?
I made so many comments about his nose during the watch party. Oh god, that thing is
don't feel bad. My notes, every other word is schnoz.
Literally.
Because I couldn't stop looking at his nose, and he needed an on-set nose hair trimmer for him. There were too many shots of his nose up close.
Oh god. I could not stop staring at his nose the entire time.
I was obsessed.
So I think for me, if I'm just going based on entertainment,
you really should, because my podcast is a bad movie podcast, so I watch schlocky shit all the time because I love it. I don't know if that's how you are.
No, I do too. I've given what was the cop one? Oh, Samurai Cop. I gave that 5 stars because I love that movie so much. I've given like New York Ninja 5 stars.
Would you rewatch this though? That's the question.
100%. 100%.
That should be reflected in your rating.
So I will definitely. If this movie didn't make me laugh as much as I did, I think this is like a 2-star movie. But I think I'm leaning towards like 3.5, somewhere in that range.
I like it.
I think on a second watch, I think maybe a 3.5, but I think I'm leaning towards a 3 right now. But I really did enjoy this movie a lot. It was a lot of fun.
All right. Well, I as well. I am what I refer to myself as a cinemasochist. I love terrible shit. I have a whole box called the Bad Movie Virus box, and it's full of awful movies that I just bought back in the day, where I go, this looks terrible, give me that. This looks terrible, give me that. And I just have a whole fucking collection, like Alone in the Dark. You remember that Uwe Boll flick with a Christian Slater?
God.
Yes, and is it Tara Reid?
Tara Reid, yeah, I believe is in that too. Yeah, awful. Love it. I bought the direct-to-video sequel that doesn't even have Christian Slater in it. His character is now played by an Asian man.
Oh.
So
that can happen in the future.
Sure. Sure.
So,
why not?
So I love shit like this. This is my, I thrive off of it. I give it a 4 as well. Because yeah, it's very rewatchable. It's why I brought it up, is because it stuck with me from when I was younger. It's like, this would probably be fun for us to talk about, and I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. Should I put that in quotes?
That song is going to be stuck in my head for the rest of my life.
Good Lord!
I actually think it might really. Oh God!
And the worst part is we're going to bring it up in conversation with other people as reference to laugh, and we'll be the only ones laughing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nobody else will
100%.
know what we're talking about.
So, Forever Ruined is James Bond, Sherlock Holmes, Billy the Kid, and who else am I forgetting?
Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper. If I hear any of those 4 names, I'm instantly going to start singing the song, and everybody's gonna hate me.
Identity
like,
crisis.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Forever.
Oh God!
Now I will point. Oh yeah, sorry.
I do have one other question for guests. If you were going to have a double feature with Monster Dog,
oh yeah, I forget.
And it doesn't have to be the same, but like the same vibe. What would you pair this with?
I'm already there, because when I was watching this, I was thinking it's so similar to another movie from the 80s called Bad Moon.
Oh no!
Bad Moon is way better. Bad Moon is better.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
you're
clearly
creeping back up.
Way better. But I got the vibe from the woodsy shots outside. Excuse me, the woodsy shots and with the camera work and the theme of just, well, this had multiple monsters, but it was just a lot of similarities to me. Yeah, I felt very much like it was a Bad Moon, a bad ripoff of it, basically.
That is intriguing.
Well, I live to intrigue, so
you're pretty good at it.
Oh God! All right, let's move on.
So. Well, I mean, that's like, I don't see it because I love Bad Moon. I especially love the novel it's based on called Thor, which is all told from the point of view of the dog.
The dog, yeah.
Fucking cool as shit. And they do pull that off in the movie pretty well as well. If nobody's seen Bad Moon, definitely check it out. There's some questionable CGI in the transformation scene. But the full werewolf itself was a physical creation, and it looks fucking amazing. Definitely check that out. That is not what I would pair with this movie. I would pair...
You wouldn't need a palate cleanser after this?
Well, no, because I want things that are both similar to each other. If we're having a shit show night, we're gonna keep it shitty.
Okay,
So
fair.
we're gonna watch, and actually the one I'm gonna suggest might be a bit of a palate cleanser. So we start with a monster dog, get everybody in the mood, and then we finish off with Project Metal Beast.
I can't find that anywhere. I've been trying links forever.
I'll get it to you.
Oh, please. I want to see that so bad. Please
I'll
give
get
it to me, Nix. I want it so
Okay. She's begging. She's begging for it. Nix delivers, baby.
Oh God, I can't. I feel I'm turning my camera off. I can't do this.
Shut up. He's probably eating again. So I'll definitely get you a link.
Thank
Let me
you.
see.
Oh God.
And
shit.
so, what do you know about it?
Nothing. Just people keep telling me you have to fucking see this movie because I love werewolves.
Well, I can tell you this: it's on Tubi right now.
No.
Yeah.
Sweet. I know what I'm doing
Well,
the
it's
second
only-
we hang up.
I was gonna say it's only 9:00 over there. You can still have
That's
time
right.
to watch it.
Let's see if it plays. I'm gonna hit play, and rated R. Hopefully, there's some boobies.
So
Yep, it's working.
I don't,
Cool.
So Kane Hodder is in this. He is the guy in the wolf suit.
I love that.
And if you watch at one point, can I give away part of a scene?
no,
No?
Because I might not be the
I
only
haven't
one
seen-
you're spoiling it for.
Hey.
I haven't seen it either, so I don't want
I'm
to know.
spoilers. Alright, fine. Fuckers. Go ahead.
I don't know what I would pair this with. I have never seen anything like this movie, and that's not a. I don't. I've been trying to think about this all day, and I literally can't think of anything that I would pair this with.
Well, you gotta come up with something, dude, or else this fucking episode will never end.
Maybe
Them the rules.
fuck.
Okay, wait. Did Triumph the Insult Comic Dog ever do a horror movie? Because that's pretty good, pup.
What's the oh God. There's like a really bad
This is the
werewolf
show
movie.
that
Yeah.
never ends.
I've seen plenty of bad werewolf
fine.
movies.
I'm just
Hey.
gonna say Wolf. I'm just gonna say Wolf Cop. I
Yes!
Yeah,
I like Wolf
okay,
Cop.
yeah. It's made better. It's definitely a more entertaining, like professional film.
I love Wolf Cop. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Did you see the
Agreed.
sequel?
Not yet.
Me neither.
It's not the best.
Oh, then I won't. Fuck it.
Well, judge for yourself.
I'm not.
So make me crack that whip.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck ass. Anyway, so it's just I guess we've hit the end. We have smashed into the fucking wall.
Y'all are more fun than you have any right to be. You know that? If people aren't listening to you, it's a fucking shame. They're missing out.
So hey guys, if you want to reach out to us, we're on Twitter. At Cinema Shitshow. We're on Blue Sky under Cinema Shitshow. We've got a Facebook group. Guess what we call that? Cinema Shitshow. And like I said before, Ben did something recently, for once, and created an email account. I'm sure it was very difficult. It may have cost him some money too. I don't know. I've never tried. But it's cinemashitshow@gmail.com. If you want to visit Movie Miss, she is Gobble
At Gobble Podcast is Twitter.
at Gobble Podcast. If you want to, my notes disappeared, Miss. Apologies. Please don't hurt me. She's got the Let's Talk Turkeys podcast. So if you're looking up at Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts, it's Let's Talk Turkeys. She's got her patreon.com/Let's Talk Turkeys. And brand new, the OnlyFans under Movie Miss. I don't pay for that. So maybe you,
Perhaps you might get some for free.
Maybe you could just
Oh my god!
Hey now.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm signing off. I can't do this.
I'm kidding. Pay me, guys. Pay me.
Oh god!
You can describe it to me. I'll use
Oh
my
my God.
imagination. Also, I don't think there was any editing I need to do in this episode about talk of urination or defecation. So nobody has to worry
did
about
good.
that. Yep, I hit mute and I went and urinated on my own.
Yep.
Well, you guys kept it up. All right. And anything I'm missing, Ben?
No, I want to leave.
Okay. All right. Hey, everybody, if you made it through here, thank you, Insaniacs. You guys are fucking awesome. If you exist, I don't know. Please stay with us as we grow. And thank you, Miss, for showing up. That was such a fucking joy.
Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
Listen to Let's Talk Turkeys. She's great. She's very funny. Especially listen to the Friday the 13th episodes because Nix is at his A game, which I feel left out because he doesn't ever bring his A game for me.
You
so
son of a bitch.
I guess I have to be a woman to get the A game, but that's fine. That's fine. I understand.
Some wigs you can borrow.
Well, he is somewhat of a wig expert.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, Miss. Thank you. Bye, Ben. Love you both. Hold on, and I will stop.